Did I overreact for wanting to divorce my husband because he wants a son? Hey Reddit eyes, plus I was 27, a young woman full of dreams, married to my husband who was then 29. We had been together for 5 blissful years, with 3 of those years spent in wedded bliss. Our life felt like a picturesque postcard from a perfect small town. Church on Sundays, a loving husband, a beautiful home, and the promise of a bright future. A few months into our marriage, we were overjoyed to discover that I was pregnant. Our family shared in our happiness, but my husband was particularly thrilled when he learned we were expecting a baby boy. He had always dreamed of having at least one son. Determined to create a loving environment for our growing family, I began to mend my strained relationship with my mother. I had distanced myself from her because of how she treated my brother when he married his husband. My brother, always understanding, supported my decision to let our mother back into our lives, especially since my baby would be her first grandchild. However, our joy was short-lived. Our son was stillborn, and the pain was unbearable. I spiraled into a deep depression, even contemplating ending my life. Through it all, my husband stood by me, and together, we slowly navigated the labyrinth of grief. Our bond seemed unbreakable, and life began to regain its color, even if it was no longer the perfect shade of before. 5 months ago, I discovered I was pregnant again, and this time, it was with triplets. The news filled us with boundless joy. My husband became the most attentive and loving partner, and we decided this would be our final attempt at expanding our family. We were complete, our excitement was palpable, and we decided to throw a baby shower and gender reveal party. My brother, entrusted with the secret of our baby's genders, arranged for confetti cannons to reveal the surprise. The day of the baby shower was like a dream. Our parents, in-laws, my brother and his husband with their daughter, and a multitude of friends and extended family gathered to celebrate with us. The anticipation was electric as we prepared for the gender reveal. I felt a mixture of hope and calm, knowing I would love our babies no matter their gender. My husband, on the other hand, seemed eager for sons. When the moment arrived, my brother, my husband, and I each took a confetti cannon and fired them. Pink confetti burst into the air. We were having 3 baby girls. I was ecstatic, and so was my brother. But my husband's reaction was a thunderclap. He screamed and slammed the table so hard it shattered, yelling that I was supposed to give him at least one son because I had killed our first. His words hit me like a freight train. I had carried the guilt of our son's stillbirth, and now the love of my life had voiced my deepest fear. I broke down in tears. My brother tried to calm my husband, but he shoved him aside. My brother, ever protective, whisked me inside while my husband's mother attempted to pacify him. His angry shouts echoed outside, declaring he didn't want daughters and didn't want 4 children if none were boys. Since that day, my husband has become a stranger. He avoids me, sleeps in the guest room, and when he does speak to me, it's with anger and bitterness. In a fit of desperation, I asked him how he would treat our daughters. His response was a dagger to my heart. He would provide for them but had no interest in a relationship with them. My resolve hardened that night as I cried myself to sleep, knowing I could no longer stay with him. I confided in my mother and mother-in-law, seeking solace, but they dismissed my pain. Men want sons, they said, as if that justified his cruelty. They treated me like a child, belittling my feelings. My brother, however, was my rock, assuring me that my husband's behavior was far from normal. He and his husband adored their daughter, proving men could be loving fathers to daughters. Now I stand at a crossroads, torn between the fear of a broken family and the certainty that I cannot let my daughters grow up in a loveless home. My heart aches with uncertainty, but one thing is clear: I refuse to let my girls feel unwanted. The path ahead is unclear, but for their sake, I must find the strength to walk it.